Yeah, no, I've seen that. Been there, done that, you know? Like,
I'm losing my
I'm
mind.
trying to act surprised, man. I'm trying to act surprised. Like, I've seen that before from him. And now probably the match that we were all waiting for is Sky versus Chag. Puebla versus Ciudad de Mexico. Well, Estado Técnico, I don't really know where Chag
Estado de
is these
Mexico,
days.
Estado de Mexico. Yeah. It's the very same concept. Heavy, Chag, they both come from the
Oh
Mexico
my
state.
lord.
And it's already 44%, it's already 56%, it's already 79%. It's a funny number. Please laugh everyone with me. And it's already the revenge out of the game. It's a moment and we have been looking for this explosiveness that comes from these two players. They know each other. They know how to play each other. They know what tricks they have up their sleeves. So of course none of them are gonna be slick enough to mind game each other.
Sure. And here, not gonna fall prey to that. The perfect air dodge at the right timing for Skyjay to be able to make it back. Chag, again, the bravery on this man, sure is a thing to applaud. It is so consistent that I love that CK Act was actually able to recognize that. But here, Sky is gonna be suffering from, like, Chag's insane punish. And not only that, but just, okay, in that situation specifically, he just pulled the trigger a little too early, and Chag, of course, was able to punish very fast. But here is when it comes to Pain Train. Whenever you find yourself on the platform versus Palutena, it is like a world of hurt if Chag's on the sticks. And here also is a world of hurt because his Sky has those. He always goes for it, that whenever he knows that people are trying to recover, like right above the ledge. So that is what gave him that stuck. And now, next hit could bring things back to even.
Yeah, now that you mention it, there was a single forward that took Chag all the way to 44%. This is, well, not exactly even, of course, it's all on the advantage of Chag's side, but on the other hand, you gotta mention, you gotta recognize the fact that Chag is already, he's facing someone that could at any time, at any given time, clutch this out. Unless given the chance, which is Chag not gonna let to luck. Chag is just gonna take on the roll steam there every single time that he has the chance to, and it's already Skyjay on the losing verge of this game number 1.
Yeah, we love talking about Mr. Game & Watch's up B, but Revenge is also a great combo breaker here. Ooh, look, he rolled in preparation for Sky to try and land at the platform. Back throw, of course, is still not going to do it, but that is super strong, and the same recovery again as Sky just knows when to pull the trigger on that alone whip. And if he finds himself another one of those, we could be seeing a game number 1 in his favor.
Yeah, exactly. So this is already down to the wire. This is the last out for each of these players. One thing for sure is that even though this feels quite heavy on this Chag's side, I feel like Chag is giving a lot of space for Skyjay to breathe. Every single time that I see them interact, it's Skyjay in the middle of the stage, just forcing Chag out of the stage, forcing him to play on the ledge, and it's already taking, I reckon, a lot of damage because of that. If you give Skyjay room to breathe, of course he's just gonna take it and just gonna take you all the way to the down to the last stock. But man, that catch was amazing. Okay, I'm at loss of words. I'm very sorry, everyone. That I'm lots of.
No, man. Like the thing is, like, Sky was forcing so many things out of Chag by the end. However, one high recovery, and we already have seen this time and time again how Sky loves to recover up high with a cross chop, and of course, what goes up has to come down. So Chag knowing the trajectory full well, and even though you can angle that a little bit, like, it's still that Palutena upper, that general area was gonna be enough for Chag to be able to cover that. Back here, small battlefield once more, and well, Sky did show some signs of light in his eyes right there, but this is more like a Palutena combo that I'm used to seeing from Chag now. Like, no revenge breaking out or anything like that, just a ton of damage on his part, which, like, the Sky can make up in a couple of hits, so there's that as well.
One thing for sure now for this game that I'm never gonna get used to is the build grab range is just so insincere. I feel like that's the only check that I can use to make you all understand how build grab works in this game. On the other hand, it's already 123 at 0%. Chag just getting used and making a raid roll just understanding where Skyjay is gonna be, landing that finishing blow, and letting know Skyjay that doesn't matter how much damage he wrecks, Chag is always gonna be ready with the command.
Is Chag gonna go for the edge guard? And he commits to that. One more, but no counter to be seen or anything like that. Respecting the threat range of that crossstrip, because he could actually end up losing the stock if he just mispaces that. Pure just insanity here. The way that Chag is playing so clean by ledge and baiting out Sky into going for an option aggressive onto the wrong side, and just a reaction, man. He is going to force Sky to choose that option. He is finally going to pay with his life. But so far, like, whenever Chag is able to establish a lead and establish like a pattern of just constant damage, then he doesn't let Sky breathe, and that is exactly what you do to this character. Like, you abuse the fact that he's slow as all hell, and you abuse the fact that he just struggles to get around on the stage, and Palutena is the exact opposite of that. Very good mobility, both in the air and on the ground, and a score, of course, well paired with excellent edge guards, which Chag has been able to use to a great extent this time around.
Once again, Chag being hit on every single time that he just tries to teleport cancel on that platform. That's just not gonna work at this top level, especially against players that have dedicated so many hours into studying this item. Once again, making it back into the stage, being forced into taking a decision. What Chag's gonna do to get back into the middle? It's gonna force himself out with a drag down there into an up tilt, and that's gonna be the stock. That's gonna be game number 2. And Chag securing the back against Skyjay, just showcasing what being top 5 at main stage means.
No, yeah, he's for sure leveled up, and also that confirmed. I don't know what took so long for Palutena players to actually start implementing that, and Chag is one of the pioneers. Like, for sure, he has been bringing so many different types of tech into his character, which people felt, I think, that was solved so long ago that sometimes they didn't even bother, because her game plan is mostly straightforward, right? Oh my god, Chag is getting the power-up from the Bayonetta music. You already know he was a Bayo main before, and then now, like, he is trying to relive those moments, perhaps trying to give Sky some PTSD here. Like, you know, you already know what happened.
Yeah.
Of course, Incineroar was not there before, but still, like,
but
Sky has been known for playing, like, low tiers pretty much.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but Skyjay actually was not in the community during this match 4. He came in at literally the very beginning of Ultimate. He began maining Zelda, and he does not know what kind of fear you have to hold against Bayonetta on this match 4.
Like, everybody knows, right? He might have not suffered it, like, firsthand, but everybody knows.
You're right. That's game number. That's the first stock on Skyjay's side of the game. So it's currently Chag who's the one forced to find something against Skyjay on the neutral, and finally forcing himself out of the stage for him on the ledge trap, just abusing the range and the cover up that up smash has to offer, and back again with the neutralers. That's just 2 neutralers. Just trying to use that windbox didn't work at all, but of course I gotta give credit to where the temp was.
Oh my god, like, Chag was like, sana distancia, por favor. Like, he just pushed him away. No hugs, please, in the cell. Like, that was so funny, the forward smash. Just pushed him away. This guy's so brave with it still. Like, just... He always manages to just make it seem a lot so close, you know?
Yeah.
Like, even when, like, Chag gets these bursts of energy and just starts comboing the ever life, you know, he just starts comboing very hard. But here, Sky getting the right read this time around, and that's how you could switch. Like, looking for that falling upper, that could be a very, very lengthy and very high damage combo for Sky if he ever gets that, even in spite of not having a top platform. But still, Chag, look at that. The way that he takes his decisions, like, this man sometimes knows no fear.
Chag's movement is just so amazing. Every single time that he takes a tomahawk, he's just so unaware.
Oh my god!
Oh my god, what a key interaction, what an exchange that was said and done on that ledge. It's once again Sky at the verge of losing that stock. It's gonna be the jab. The one that takes up the stock, I did not see that coming whatsoever. But this is quite a percentage. It's quite something that he can recover from. It's already 88%, but it's just one single entrance, one single opening, one single interaction that's not gonna fall on Jackson's head. It's Skyjay taking Chag all the way to game number 4. Game number 3 in his pocket.
Oh man, that's the power of Sky. That is the power of the entirety of Puebla. That is for sure what their level down there means. Like Sky is impressive sometimes. Like he makes it work. Even in spite of what we saw like last time, right? Chag was playing so clean. He was bringing in those punishes. He was pushing him off stage, which is like a really crucial part of the matchup. And this time around, Sky managed to recover properly, like for the most part, of course. And also like taking those very, very like slightly different decisions in neutral that actually go his way. And also like Chag has shown some very high degree of like discipline, sometimes in not pushing buttons when Sky is going for revenge or where he knows he has a window to go for that. So now we are in full-blown mix-up territory, right? Like, who is going to be able to adapt faster?
Yeah. At this point, it's not about what they have to offer because, of course, they already know each other. They know what every other player is already about to do. It's how they mix it up. It's how they improve. It's how they improvise what's gonna be able the clutch factor that's gonna give them this game. Sky, on the other hand, has improved a little bit too far of the stage, and that has cost him the first stock of the first. The interaction of the first game number 4. Oh my god.
Yeah, no, that definitely, like, Sky for sure overextended on that. Like, that jump back here was heavily punished by Chag. And look at that, just defusing the bomb right there, getting the grab immediately. Just not even trying to play around with an Incineroar that has revenge. And we are back to that same vibe that we had a couple of games ago where Chag is just dominating the stage and just finding the right places at which to pressure Sky whenever he's upstage.
I feel like I have heard that teleport quite a lot with this stock. That was just way too many teleports, and every single time that Chag just tried to do it, he just was received on the other end with a punishment, with a hell of pain. And I don't think not entirely sure if that's gonna work out for the length of this set. Of course, he's just gonna be aware of not overusing that because people are studying him, people are reaching him and finding counterplay against Chag's teleport. Skyjay already at 100. Then he's just trying to mess him up quite badly, overextending himself, using the platform just to try to mix up. Am I gonna land on the platform? Am I gonna land below the platform? You gotta guess. You gotta take a guess. It's 50-50, and you are already on the losing side, my friend. Chag just dropped that combo really hard, man.
He dropped it, but I think he was going for something fancy. I thought it was gonna be a downer, but instead the upper here. However, back to the basics with that back here, and of course the platform cancels. What can poor Incineroar do whenever he faces like a goddess that is just teleporting left and right? And the combos from Chag once again, they are showing. And this is just the story, not only of this matchup, but between these two players so far. And look at that, the way that Chag just has it to establish his control. Like, he just gets this burst of energy where he's just so dominant.
Yeah. You give one single opening to Chag, you give one single advantage to Chag, he's not gonna lay it to waste. He's just gonna get over and over. And that's exactly something that you're gonna take in count, because Chag, when he gets all that confidence, you cannot stop his rush down. On the other hand, Skyjay already at 147. He's got one single chance, one opportunity to make him go all the way to game number 5.
And a lull and whip and a dream. That's all an Incineroar main needs. Let's see how careful does Sky have to play here. Chag, of course, going into retreat mode and trying to get that last one. Oh my god, could be the start of a combo. 57% already. That is dead percent if he finds himself off stage. Like Sky is going absolutely nuts, but still Chag with the recognition to spot that in that precise moment to get away from harm's way. Look at that, the parries are coming into play, and the bait from Chag, and that should do it. Finally, getting this kill here on a Hollow Bastion, and look at that, Chag with like these light decisions, right? It doesn't have to always look like super fancy or extremely like flashy. Like he just goes for what is gonna work, and just dashing back is slightly further away and just getting that people grab. Skyjay was definitely mounted on a comeback, so I don't blame anybody who was rooting for Sky there for like, you know.
I believe for a moment. I believe.
Yeah.
Man,
that was intense. That was intense.
Oh, I gotta give it to them. Man, that was just such an intense set. They know each other. That's one thing that I really love about this top level gameplay. The fact that when you have to analyze these kind of sets where people know each other, they already know what they're gonna do next. They gotta improvise every single time, and it's on the improvisation, on the improve, that they usually have their or give each other these overcommitments or these openings that each other